that support. I've always loved water, just being around water, swimming, boating, fishing, just looking at water, maybe at a balcony at a hotel just overlooking the water. Maybe it's at sitting on Steve Pagano's boat, that's at a dock and not going anywhere, but just sitting there around the water. Anything that is related to water at all, I love it because there's something tranquil about it. There's something peaceful about it. And yet underneath there's something really powerful in dealing with the water as well. I do some of my best thinking and writing and time with God when I'm in those moments. When I've been on a retreat at Santa Cruz once, when the Chicago White Sox won the World Series on my birthday, that was a magical moment. The waves are coming in, and I can hear them going in and out. It was awesome. But no matter what it is, I think that sometimes that's where God speaks the most to me, or better yet, and probably what's really right, is that I hear better. I listen more closely when I'm in those moments, when the RPMs are down and I'm around that. Maybe you've got a place, I think we've all got a place where we can hear from God and listen and really engage with Him. Maybe it's mountains for you, or a field, or nature, or some park, or maybe it's an office that you go to, or maybe a literal closet that you go into where you can listen to God and actually hear from Him. One of the most effective ways of reaching up, I think, is in that quiet time. It's in those moments where you turn everything else off, if that's at all possible, even for just 5 or 10 minutes, and you get alone with God to listen to Him. My guess is, though, that if I ask you that are believers, how is your quiet time with God, that almost every single one of you would say, it could be better. There would maybe be 1, 2, 3, maybe a half a dozen who say, it's awesome, it's fantastic, I wouldn't change a thing. More people want more time with God, more effective time with God, more intimate time with God, typically. The good news is that a quiet time is only one way of reaching up to God. There are many other ways as well. And so I hope that you'll pull out your programs and pull out the notes that look just like this. And I want to look at that top grid here for just a second. It's nothing new. Those of you who've been around for a long time, we had a couple of first-time guests. It was cool for them to hear a little bit about our church. But you can see there that there are two ways that we reach up. We reach up corporately. You see across the top, we reach up in and out. And then you look down on the left-hand side, we reach up corporately and personally. That's the church and you and me. So we reach up corporately through Sunday worship, our time here together. We reach in corporately through our serving in a local church, and we reach out corporately through invites, the invitations that we give out to people, inviting them to church and to get connected. But personally, and probably most importantly, is that we reach up personally through the habits. I talked about those on the video. We'll talk more about those today. Personally, we reach in through small groups and the connections that we have personally with one another. And then personally, we reach out through invites as well, but also through community outreach, through block parties that we hopefully will have started here, if not this year, next year for sure, through working with Habitat for Humanity or in your neighborhood or inviting people to your living room, but you personally invite people into some sort of a conversation or way of serving them to reach them for Jesus Christ. So personally,